मिठास कहाँ है, इसकी गंधार कहाँ है, मत्थर खाएंगे लेकिन दूध।
Welcome everyone to another session of the 21-day classes. And today is a special session because I'd like to introduce a good friend of mine, Hitesh Sharma. This is one of those Sunday classes. And so after the group meditation and foot soak and a video of Shri Mataji, we'll be enjoying our breakout rooms, either one-on-one or in small groups with a experienced practitioner of Sahaja Yoga. So hi, Hitesh.
Hello, Mark. How you doing?
Doing very well. So I think you're new to the 21-day class. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you? What do you do?
Well, I'm currently living in New Jersey, and by profession, I'm a software engineer in a Fortune 500 company.
All
Uh,
right. I'm just curious to know, how did you discover Sahaja Yoga?
well, I discovered it around maybe 18 years ago um, through a friend of mine, and I was doing my engineering at that time, so I was curious about building up my mental capacity. So that's how I got introduced, and I got much realization on 18 years ago, and then the first time I didn't feel a lot. It was maybe not, maybe not. It took maybe around a month to realize that actually it is there, just like now. So
How did you know it was there?
well, it's kind of, you feel like there is like a snowball, like an invisible snowball on your hands, like
Wow.
and it's almost like you'd know it, like you can tell the difference, like you like if you blow your hand, it's different than that, so the sense is
Uh,
a lot different. It's like coming, sometimes it feels like it's coming from underneath the skin also, so it's kind of magical, so, but you'd know it
ah,
when you feel it. Yeah.
wow. So tonight our theme is getting in the boat. So I'm going to leave you now to guide the meditation and maybe tell a very sweet story. And then I guess I'll see you a bit later.
Oh sure, thank you so much. So let's calm ourselves down. um, Try to put our attention on top of our head, right here, just a bit above. Just notice the area, what's happening. So as an instrument which plays the divine melody, we are all exposed to this great ocean of life where we face the waves. And sometimes we don't know how to navigate. We don't see the North Star. But then, with spirituality and life also, when you have a good collectivity of support, it becomes that much easier to see where you are headed. And when you have a guru, both in spiritual sense and literal sense, a guru that you see in Shri Mataji and a guru that you see in yourself as your own guru, that makes it a lot easier to navigate. My dad used to say, he had a really nice quote on his wall, which said, "A boat or a ship is the safest in the harbor, but that's not what it's built for. So we need to be out there and face it, and at the same time, just be in that witness state, just look at the waves. So there's a word called tatastha, right? So you are in that witness state. You just look at things and then you don't react. And then you let kind of the universe or the Chaitanya to play the magic, to do the work for you in a humble sense, right? And as long as you feel the vibrations, you know you're on track, that you'll navigate correctly. But even then, when sometimes you don't feel it, just a little bit of it, a little bit of sensitivity to it is enough, because that means that you're still in connection, right? So the whole idea is that you should be connected. You should be feeling a bit, and then it kind of starts growing from there. It doesn't happen, at once, in the sense that you magically feel vibrations a lot all the time. But with practice, right, with discipline, it comes at a very steady state. Like you have a tree which has very deep roots. You're kind of grounded there. And then when you make this analogy with the storm and you're in a boat, the same goes with the tree, that your tree is upside down and the Sahasrara is the root of the tree, right? So as much as vibrations flow up or coming down, so that's how your roots develop. So so having said that, so I guess we'll just start our foot soak. I hope you all are ready with your foot soak setup. So if you haven't put salt into the water, please do so. I've already put salt and I'm ready. So let's collectively raise our Kundalini, take a bandhan. Do it with a lot of grace, as if you are painting something. It's an art. Take a deep breath and leave it very slowly. Let's bow down to the elements. Put your hand at the level of your chest. Try to see what vibrations you feel. Don't react to it, just notice to it. And we give a bandhan to the foot soak water. You can say the mantra, Samudra Devata, or you can just pray to Param Chaitanya or the vibrations. Please fill this water with vibrations so that all my negativity goes into. Namaskar again. Put our feet into the water. With your hands on your lap, your palm open upwards. Let's put our attention at the Muladhara chakra, the point where your body meets the chair or the ground when you sit down. Check out posture. If possible, try to make it straight. With your attention still at the Muladhara chakra. Oh dear Kundalini. Oh my dear mother. Show me the joy of being innocent again. Please show me the joy of being innocent again. Please show me the joy of being innocent again. Please show me the joy of being innocent again. Now let's move up to our heart. On our left heart, put your right hand on your heart, left heart. This is where the spirit resides. It's been there all along, but like long lost friends, we somehow lost contact. But here we are, trying to connect again. Oh, my spirit, how lucky I am to have found you. And I realized that there was actually and is no difference between me and you, because I am the pure spirit. There is no duality anymore, because I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. As you put your hands here, you might feel more vibrations on your left side, and you might start feeling vibrations on your heart itself. The funny thing is, when you feel vibrations, you can't stop smiling. It just comes. So you now put your right hand on your center heart. You can straighten up your spine if you are feeling a bit down, because this is where all your fear will try to get you down. But because the power of this chakra is to fight against fear, you say, I am not afraid. And I have no doubt. that I feel these vibrations as a reflection of reality. And I acknowledge the fact that I feel it. At this point, you might feel coolness on the center chakra, center heart chakra. Sometimes you also feel that the chakra is spinning. And let's put our hand on top of our head. And put our attention on the top of our head as well. And move our hand up and down very slowly. As if you're doing a ballet of your hand. It's a very gracious process. Give it all the respect you have. And it will treat you with all the kindness and compassion it has. Well, it's unconditional, but you should show the respect and acknowledge the fact that it's there. And try with your left hand. Like Shri Mataji always says in her talk, tremendous. Now you can put your hand on the level of your chest, just to see how you feel. And at this point, you take your feet out of the water, because normally it's recommended you do it around 10 minutes, because at that point the water gets saturated with all the negativity that comes out. If you have water to rinse your feet, please do so. And put away the water. Try to see what you feel now. Just notice what you feel. Just notice, don't react to it, please. At this point, we now go on to listen to a talk from Shri Mataji.
This primordial mother is the mother which is within us, reflected as the Kundalini. And when she rises, this Kundalini, when she rises and pierces through the fontanelle bone area, she gives you the actualization of baptism. You get connected with that subtle energy which is surrounding us, about which everybody has talked. Even in Quran it's called as Ruh. Kundalini is called as Asas. In every scripture, there's a description of a kundalini of some way or other, or of this mechanism, as in the Bible is that there is a tree of life within us. Even in Gita is described as tree of life. So every religion has described this mechanism. Plus it has always said that you must seek yourself, that you should have your second birth. But people just certify themselves as we are something born again, you can call it we are Brahmins, or they can call themselves that we are realized souls. But by false certificate you do not become. It's a question of becoming. You have to become. It's not just giving a false certificate about it, that we are something and they are something. It is so obvious and evident, you can see, that anybody follows any religion whatsoever is capable of committing any sin. There's no bondage of the religion that they follow. That means it's all outside. It's not innate within us. And the religion has to be innate. And I call it as the valency of human beings, that human beings have 10 valencies. And when this Kundalini rises, she enlightens those 10 valencies in this area that you see, the green area, white. It enlightens all that. And that's how you just become a righteous person. You become righteous. You become virtuous. And you are proud of it, but you do not try to aggress others with it. You enjoy them because you are so compassionate that you want to be sharing it with others and enjoying it with others. A new personality is evolved out of us. I always say, like a pond, sometimes we feel that our lives have become so much full of miseries and troubles. As in a pond, we see lots of creatures creeping around. But when the lotus blooms out, it fills the whole pond and transforms it with the fragrance that it has. In the same way it happens to us. Such a transformation, first of all, is the simple one where physical being improves automatically, not by any medicine, not by anything else, but your own power. All your worries, all your tensions pass out, and you become a person who can be called as a person of thoughtless awareness. Once you watch something, you don't think about it, you just see it, just seeing, the witnessing part. And that is the greatest thing that happens, because if you want, you can think, but if you don't want, you don't have to think, you just have to watch. Now you see a beautiful carpet lying here. Supposing I had possessed this carpet, or supposing I was of a normal type, I would have been worried more that is it insured or not, and maybe spoiled or something like that. And if it had belonged to somebody else, I would have been thinking, oh, how will I purchase this, where can I get it, and all kinds of thoughts. But the beauty of this carpet I am not enjoying. But once I have developed this witness state, I look at it. And I look at it, and what I see is the beauty, because it acts on me. The beauty, the creation, the joy of that creation, everything acts, and I soothe down with that beauty, completely, as if there are rivers flowing on my head of complete joy. And this is what we have to enjoy in this new personality. Then one has to know that we are peace, because spirit is the source of peace. Once you become the spirit comes into your attention, and you become a very peaceful person. It's like you are on the periphery, like on the wheel. If you are on the periphery, you are moving all the time. But the center of the wheel is absolutely peaceful. So as if you jump onto your center, from there you see all the movement of the wheel, but you are in the center and you are not disturbed. You can see the problems very easy to be handled. We can give another analogy, that's supposing you are standing in the waves. Then you are afraid of the waves, that you might be drowned. But supposing you get onto a boat, then you start seeing these waves. But supposing you know how to swim, then you can jump in and save people who are getting drowned. In the same way, we are lost in the waves of our thoughts. But once we become the witness, we see our problems much more clearly. And that's how we know also the solutions and things work out. Above all, you become the joy. You become the joy, a pure joy. Not the joy outwardly, which has to be thought and is to be, some see paintings, they say, oh, you must see, this is this. Nothing of the kind. Nobody need tell you what is this painting is about. You just see the painting and you see it, and you get all the joy out of that within you. So you become a source of joy for everyone else.
Let's try to take in what we just heard. We can do Om together. So when we sing Om, it has 3 syllables, A, Um. So when you're focusing on the Susumna Nadi, the middle channel, you'd say the Ma part longer than the other 2 parts. So I will demonstrate. Putting our attention along the spinal cord. Om. One more time. Om. Let's raise our Susumna. Just put your hand on, just lift your hand in the spinal cord area. Just moving along the spinal cord. Try to see what you feel at your sahasrara, which is just above here. All right. I hope you're at Sahasrara, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. So, Uncle Mark, is it time for the breakout rooms now?
The breakout rooms will be starting any second. Just before we disappear into the breakout rooms, a reminder that we will be back with our full program on Thursday with live music and a guided meditation and a foot soak. And Hitesh reminded us of the powerful sound of Om. And so Thursday, we're going to focus on Om and see how we use it in our daily meditation. So that's called the meaning of Om. So we all know that we do our programs Thursdays and Sundays. And if you want, you can also join us at the same Zoom link on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for a collective foot soak. And today is the workshop day. So in any second, we'll be in breakout rooms. And then we'll see you there. And hopefully you enjoy your session with the Sahaja Yogi. So see you Thursday.